So come here, babe, I ain't finna play. No, you know yesterday you ain't mean it, girl, we fighting bloody. With your heart, I won't play keep away. You can stay, but you can't go away. And I know that these niggas be at ya, cause you bad and you one of them. I bet this chopper get rid of them. Like that little boy right up out the atmosphere. Bitch, stop playing with me. Pull up with a motherfucking guy. He cap all these tell his lies. Do it wrong like why? Oh, you know, I'm on this shit. I'm with your bitch. We kicking shit. Like rocket shit. Like rocket shit. My body shit is sick, I just like rocket shit.
No 4P up, my pockets full. Turn 10 minutes, I'm a boo. Who is you, bitch, you had me fool. Too bad I don't want you. I'm feeling brave today. Should it be like a fadeaway? Might spray that K today. Yeah, about to levitate. I'm getting so much damn money, I should elevate. Cartier diamonds in my eyes, I can see now. You looking for the star, I can speed now.
Elevate, explain and we can fly away. In the clouds, we in the sky today. So come here, babe, I ain't finna play. No, you know yesterday you ain't mean it, girl, we fighting bloody. With your heart, I won't play keep away. You can stay, but you can't go away. And I know that these niggas be at ya, cause you bad and you one of them. I bet this chopper get rid of them. Like that little boy right up out the atmosphere.
I went to get K, bitch.
Elevate, explain and we can fly away. In the clouds, we in the sky today. So come here, babe, I ain't finna play. No, you know yesterday you ain't mean it, girl, we fighting bloody. With your heart, I won't play keep away. You can stay, but you can't go away. And I know that these niggas be at ya, cause you bad and you one of them. I bet this chopper get rid of them. Like that little boy right up out the atmosphere. Bitch, stop playing with me. Pull up with a motherfucking guy. He cap all these tell his lies. Do it wrong like why?
No 4P up, my pockets full. Turn 10 minutes, I'm a boo. Who is you, bitch, you had me fool. Too bad I don't want you. I'm feeling brave today. Should it be like a fadeaway? Might spray that K today. Yeah, about to levitate. I'm getting so much damn money, I should elevate. Cartier diamonds in my eyes, I can see now. You looking for the star, I can speed now.
Elevate, explain and we can fly away. In the clouds, we in the sky today. So come here, babe, I ain't finna play. No, you know yesterday you ain't mean it, girl, we fighting bloody. With your heart, I won't play keep away. You can stay, but you can't go away. And I know that these niggas be at ya, cause you bad and you one of them. I bet this chopper get rid of them. Like that little boy right up out the atmosphere.
Mute my TV.
All right. We are live.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge, baby. And coming through today, we have a very, 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 very special guest, a personal friend of the Law of the Lounge podcast, a very accomplished artist, a very knowledgeable head when it comes to sports and everything, the host of his own podcast, Sports Talking JB. We got our main man, Mr. JB in the cut. How you doing today?
What's up? What's going on, man? In the lounge, feeling good, feeling great.
Hey,
Appreciate
man,
you for reaching out to me, bro. I appreciate that. You know, y'all been doing y'all thing. I've been peeping y'all out from a distance. So it's a great feeling to be on here on this Sunday with y'all chilling in the lounge, bro.
Hey, man, look, make sure y'all check out JB, man. Y'all got to check out his recap. He was just most recently at the Senior Bowl this past weekend. If you love college sports or sports in general, you got to check out Sports Talking with JB. We're going to make sure we put his link down there. And my boy Official, he got the media credentials now.
Official, baby.
He got media credentials now. So my boy Official, make sure y'all check him out. Make sure y'all give my boy a check out. And we like to give a huge shout out to him for taking some time. Come talk to us knuckleheads over here at the lounge, man. But like always, go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing but a small thing, bro. You know, I do this, so it's whatever. And I love NBA just like y'all, so I'm ready to talk.
Almost definitely. And hey, just like always, I'm here with the normal crew, man. We got our main man, my boy from up the street. We got our boy Mr. Rico in the cut.
Yes, sir. What up with y'all, boy, man?
World's longest basketball net in the background, by the way. We just putting that out there. And without my main man, none of this would be possible. We got our executive technical producer, Mr. Dave, on the ones and twos.
Sir, how y'all doing, man? I promise next episode I'm gonna have my webcam.
Hey, you good, man. And like always, I'm your host, Mr. Jethro. So we're gonna hop right into it, baby. So look, man, we got a lot going on this week in the association. But the thing we're gonna start off with first, they done finally released them all-star reserves, baby. So remember last episode we drafted our starters if we were doing East and West. So now we're gonna look at these reserves. Now, coming out East, we got Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Mr. Paolo Banchero. Now, y'all should already know what I'm finna say. Where is Trae Young?
Yeah, I got two things to say. One, where's Trae Young? He completely got snubbed. And then also, I believe that I think Brunson, out of all people, should have started over Dame.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a word what a Buck should have had. I hate to be that guy, but when you look at, I could show you, no offense, I could show you Terry Rozier stats and Dame stats, and they look practically identical.
Terry's stats are better, in my opinion.
In my opinion, there should not have been two starters from the Bucks, two all-stars from the Bucks. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. I'm not being a hater, but I don't think it was a word where the Bucks should have got two all-stars. And now Trae Young will probably still get in, but he's going to get in off of circumstance because Julius Randle is hurt.
It really
but how y'all feel?
How the league wants to do the replacement, because if they're going to replace it by position, who do you put in that forward spot?
Right. They normally replace a big with a big and a guard with a guard. So, I don't know, man. To me, Banchero shouldn't have made it.
Really?
I don't think Banchero should have made it. I don't know if you got to have a certain number of forwards and number of guards, but Trae should have made it for sure. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't think Banchero should have made it, man.
Let me pull up his stats. So
I was gonna say now, yeah, but and it's kind of a double-edged sword with that, because even though Banchero, we probably could have went without Banchero making it. They still, as of right now, they're top 5 seed right now.
Yeah, he's putting up 23 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
So y'all don't think the Celtics should have got 3 in? No. Should have got Porzingis?
No, but I think now that Embiid is hurt, I think that the Celtics will get another one in.
So who?
I
would
think
it
that
be
Embiid.
Porzingis or
KP?
Derek White?
If they're going by position, it's got to be KP. I don't think
Yeah.
it's a world where Derek White, because he's such a guard. I don't think it's a world where he's gonna get in over Trae Young.
Bro, Derek
Yeah,
White
he
is a
would.
role player. I don't think role players should get in the All-Star games.
Nope.
He's a role
Because,
player.
and I'm
He
He
fully
plays his
agreeing
role
with you.
really well, though. I will get him.
He
that.
He
does.
He
does.
does, yeah.
But this ain't the
He
role
does.
player bowl. This ain't the.
This the All-Star. Exactly. This
This
not.
the All-Star
I think I
game
like that.
manager,
Somebody need to
Bro, you
quote
want
that. This not
superstar.
the role.
You want the stars in there, bro. Just trade ice trade the game. He got to make it.
And I'm glad that y'all said that. With that being said, Julius Randle is not going to play, as well as Joel Embiid is not going to be playing. We pray for speedy recovery for both these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a consensus, who do you all think should be the two to get in? Because I think it should be Trae and probably KP, and then probably make Bam a starter, and then make Trae and KP the reserves. Yes, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I want to say Scotty Barnes, but I don't think the Raptors are good enough for him to even be in
No.
consideration.
And sometimes you
Barnes,
don't. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't think he's ready yet. He's been playing extremely well lately this year, but All-Star, I think he still need to make that next step. And the team trash anyway, so he can't award
Let me look
that
up
trash team.
because if Banchero's in the All-Star game, then I think Scotty Barnes has a case.
But Paolo a 5 seed though,
That's
and Paolo is that team. I think Paolo means, and this, Scotty means a lot to his team, to the Raptors. But I feel like at this point, with the Magic being a playoff team this year, I think that Paolo means a lot more to their success than Scotty does to the Raptors right now, because the Raptors aren't being very successful. They're not winning it.
And Paolo really took him to the next level.
He did, definitely.
He did,
Yeah.
because he
But they
had a
started out
case
hot,
last
man.
season.
They started out hot and they kind of cooled off, but they've been, like you
They've been
said,
hot lately.
they top 5 seed.
And nobody expected them to be top 5 this season. I still had them as a play-in team at best.
Yeah, like barely making it. Play.
Yeah.
Like 9-10 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're probably gonna make it. Now jumping out west, the reserves are Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Paul George, Karl Anthony Towns. I do want to tell you all, I told y'all that Devin Booker had to make it, because Devin Booker is a guy. We all don't. No one likes him, but he is still a guy.
You gotta respect
He's a very good,
his game.
he's a very good guy at that. Now, moving on to who I feel got the rawest end of this deal and the shortest end of this stick. Why is Paul George here? I like Paul George, but I don't see why. And I thought he was going to be y'all remember I said Paul George was on my list of guys who was going to get snubbed. I didn't think he was going to make it. It's a few guys who I'm going to put on the list who I think should have made it above him. Zion Williamson should have made it in
I don't
above
agree
him.
with that one.
No.
They're a 7 seed, and Zion is still putting up amazing numbers right now.
Yeah, I don't agree.
This is
with
just
that
my personal opinion.
one. Go ahead.
Zion could have made it over him. I would have been accepting of Rudy Gobert making it over him. I would have been accepting of Wemby making it over him. I would have been fairly accepting if Chet got even a little bit of the slightest of a look. I wouldn't have been upset about Kyrie Irving if you want to put another guard.
Kyrie missed
I
too many
would
games,
not.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just saying, players who I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad about Jamal Murray getting in, but I don't think it's the year that the Clippers get 2 All-Stars. And it's not even hating. The Kings don't even have an All-Star. That's the part that's kind of bothering me. And to me, it raises the question, do you all think that it should be some kind of something to this? Because you look at teams, it's not equal representation. Lakers got 2, but I mean, okay, I give a pass for Bron and AD because they both are doing fairly well when the rest of the team isn't. But it's other guys out here who are doing very well and didn't get in. So how do y'all feel about that?
Man, you hit the nail on the head when you said the Kings didn't get nobody in. Why Sabonis and Fox didn't get in?
Yeah.
I would have took Sabonis over Cat.
I agree.
I would've
yes.
took
I think
Sabonis over
Sabonis is
Cat.
better than him.
Now we talking. Because Cat,
Yeah.
I don't know. Cat, I don't know. I just
No, bro,
he
Cat hit
having
and
the
miss.
season, man. He having the
Cat
season.
hit and miss, man. Come on now. Cat ain't no All-Star. Come on.
Cat's
Let's
the
be
third
real.
option on that team.
I'm
though?
in. He's a second option.
Fringe
He's a
too?
second option. He's not French too. He is too.
Well, you know, him and Gobert kind of. He's the
Gobert
offense.
having a good
Gobert's the
season.
defense.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as I
Yeah,
don't like him, he's
Gobert's
great on the
having a
court.
good season, but I feel like as the 1 seed, if I can justify them having 2 All-Stars.
Definitely.
I feel you.
And Cat had one of the more impressive games this season. He had that 62.
But they lost.
Yeah, they lost, and he had
But
a
they lost.
1-0 or a 0 plus minus or a 1 because they had to
And he
go
was
down
his
because
fault.
his
He
defense was
lost.
horrible.
Yeah, 0
It was
plus
his
minus.
King didn't get no love, man. King didn't get no love.
Yeah, the King. Yeah, they should feel bad about that, man. They come on, bro. Sabonis been putting triple doubles up, damn near triple doubles all season.
Yeah.
Come on.
And
And
he's top 3 in rebounding.
So I was gonna
this
say,
year.
since every year there's people that's getting snubbed. I saw I think it was JJ Redick who brought it up. He was saying that they should increase the amount of people on each team
from 13
12
to
15.
15?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
and I think that gives equal.
Equal
I don't think it
representation,
is. I don't think with 15 spots. I don't think there's room for anybody to get snubbed.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm
with 15, the only issue people will have if there's 15 spots is once you get to those people who should be injury replacements. Because like this year, say we had 15 spots. Who are your injury replacements that are really deserving of an all-star spot?
That's
It's
true.
not going to be many. But I feel like you can get maybe 1 or 2, but you're not going to get 3, maybe 3 guys who are, you know what I'm saying, deserving. So I'm kind of on the, but I like to bring it to 15, or even if it's gonna be deserving rookies every year. Like this
definitely,
season,
like
this season, if we had 15 spots, I think all 15 would have been deserving because out east, then you could have made a case for Jimmy Butler to get in. You could have made a case for, I'm just trying to think of out east guys. You could have made a case for somebody else from the Cavs to maybe get a guy in. You could have made a case for.
Wait, did Mitchell
You know
make
what
the
I'm
All-Star
saying?
game?
He did. He was the
Okay.
only Cav that made an All-Star game. Then I wouldn't have been upset. Then I wouldn't have been upset with the maybe, hey, Derek White could get in. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't upset me so much with Dame getting in. And I think that's the thing that's kind of bothering me because with 12 spots, since we're so limited to 12 people, you have to, like with the voters, y'all have to get it right because if not, somebody's going to be upset. The same reason they extended the playoffs to the play-in. I've never seen, ever since they started, and I know I'm going a little off track, but just kind of giving you an example of some extension that worked. Ever since they added more teams to the play-in/playoffs, it's been better every year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel about the All-Star thing, and All-Star weekend as a whole.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, the guys don't really play that hard, especially the older guys. They're not going to play like, LeBron and AD and Steph and all them. They're not going to really play that hard. The All-Stars for the younger guys. Now, Ant might try to go out there and go off. Shea Gilgeous, guys like that. But the OG's going to sit back and let the young boy ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially
Why
somebody
not give more space for the young guys to do their thing?
Right.
And also, and I'm glad this was brought up, this will segment us perfectly into a future further topic. Just tweeted out by Woj, the door isn't closed on the Embiid return this season. Sources tell ESPN there will be a cleaner idea on timeline once the procedure is completed this week. So we're going to hop back into that a little bit later. But I think that is a perfect transition into our midway mark. We are at the middle of the NBA season. All-Star weekend isn't this weekend, but it's the weekend after next. So we are just about hitting the halfway point of the season. And us over here at the lounge, featuring my boy, Mr. JB, we are going to do a breakdown of every team and give them a grade. Some teams may be a little more extensive than others, but that's just how it is. Cry about it. Cry to your mama. So we'll be grading teams on a A+ to a F- type of thing. And, kind of just be honest. You can give your thoughts. Some teams not going to take long. Like Detroit, F. Just being honest. And we don't have to consensually agree. We're going to go down each team starting from the bottom of the Eastern Conference, working our way up to the top, and then from the bottom of the West, working our way up to the top. So to start us off, we will bring up the Detroit Pistons. And I personally would like to start here. I feel like the Detroit Pistons are a D- for me, because they're not an F yet because I didn't have extremely high expectations for them. I feel like they were always going to be a lower seeded team, but I didn't expect them to only have 6 wins or something heading into the All-Star break because Cade was back. The Thompson twin is great. Jaden Ivey is really good. You still got Bogdanovich. And I just feel like this team has just been very mismanaged. I think that they can improve upon themselves and they will eventually get better. But as for right now, I have to give them a D-.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna go F because having 6 wins with that much talent on your team is kind of ridiculous, in my opinion.
They did just ball out on the coach. Can't forget that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's just literally I would say they should have like 15 wins because a lot of those games that they lost were super close.
And that's why I can get them a D- and not an F because they're still a lot of games they're competing. But if you watch their games, since they're so young with their best players are so young, down the stretch, they just fall flat so many times. Like when they almost ended the streak against Boston, down the stretch, you had Bogdanovich. He's your shot taker. He's an experienced guy. That's not what you want. They just look lost. It's small little things, turnovers, little miscues. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to get them a flat F because I feel like the year 2 jump for I think it's Ausar Thompson should be so good that they should make up for a lot of this. So, and they have a new coach, so they're trying to bring in a new system. So I can give them a small pass. But JB, I'm gonna pass it over to you because I just,
I can't give them no pass, bro. I gotta go F. A lot of it gotta be on Monty Williams. Bro, they lost 27 games in a row. They lost 27 games. I think 27. It was 20-something games in a row. Monty Williams was in the finals with the Suns a few years ago. How you go from being a coach in the finals, winning coach of the year, getting that big payday in Detroit, and you can't win a damn game? You got all this talent. It's on him. He can't coach him up. The boys, whatever he spitting out, they not listening to him. It's not registering with them. Plus, if Bogdanovich is your vet and your OG, y'all got a problem. Bogdanovich is not the guy to lead your team with that veteran leadership. They're going to have to make some trades.
Agree on that.
Yeah,
But they got to make some trades. They got to do something. They got to do something, brother. If you lose that many games, no, you get an L from me, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I know you're trying to be soft on them because they young. It's a young team. I know you're trying to, D-. Hell, L+.
F-.
L+.
Fed, make a little sense of this, man. Let us know something.
I'm about to go F2, but at the same time, though, I still see a lot of potential. But I can't give a grade based off potential. It's in a potential grade.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get a real grade. I got to
right.
I feel like it's too much pieces that y'all have to have more wins than what y'all got now. That's how I feel.
Okay.
I agree with that Bogdanovich point.
I can give you that.
I agree with that.
And they act like he Dirk or something. They want 2 first-round picks for this guy. Come on, bro. He's 33 years old.
Bogdanovich?
All he can do is shoot threes.
Yeah,
come on.
I think he's worth at least the first.
Not 2?
Nah, not 2.
You know how much value, shooting, how much the league value.
Yeah, but he's 33 years old. He old, man.
He's shooting over 40%, though.
I'm not giving you
20 points per game.
Detroit is notoriously bad for failing on draft picks recently.
Their front office sucks.
So I'm not giving you 2 first-round picks.
There's no way in hell you draft Killian Hayes in the first round.
Nah,
Killian Hayes is easily. I'm not even trying to be a hater, but
6 or 7.
He went 7th, and he's, in my opinion, the second worst player in the league. We all know who the first worst player is.
Don't talk about the Thanasis.
Thanasis is only in the league because his brother is a 2-time
MVP. Don't talk about
Thanasis
like that.
Let's be for real. He's there for comedic relief.
Thanasis got a little bag.
He has no bag, bro. He
got a little bag.
He got a coin purse. Like, come on, man. That man is trash.
I think the next team probably don't deserve much time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get them. Wizards F. To me, the Wizards should be trending around 12 or 11. Jordan Poole making his money. Y'all got Trey Jones over there. They got Trey or Tyus Jones.
Trey Jones.
That's Tyus.
They got Tyus.
That's Tyus. Trey Jones with Spurs.
Tyus Jones, a point guard who doesn't turn the ball over. He would be great anywhere.
Yes, Tyus Jones.
Like
they're just not They're just not meshing well. That's my first F. You have to do something. Poole could be your guy, yes, but you have to put the right kind of structure. I think he can be, but I don't know who they have coaching, but they need a better structure out there.
I think it was Wes Unseld Jr., right? Or no, they just got rid of him.
He's in the front office. Now, front office-wise, I think their front office is the only thing that's keeping them alive because they got some good moves that they can make. And, the future might be bright. Excuse me. But as of this specific season, F.
But I'm going to agree. And the one comment I do want to make is about Jordan Poole. If you look at from, the time he was in Golden State and you look at him on the Wizards now, it looked like a completely different player. Like, he looked like he lost all his confidence.
Yeah.
That punch Draymond when Draymond knocked him out, it knocked all the confidence out of him.
It knocked a little bit of his talent out. He just don't look the same. He don't look confident on the court no more.
The confidence is gone.
That's what happened.
When I saw he got traded, I'm like, oh, he about to average 30 a game, 35.
That's what everybody said.
And now he's struggling to drop 15.
Bro making $100 million just to hoop, bro. Like, come on
now.
Bro,
what is he averaging? About 10, 11?
I think like 13, 14.
His average is dropping.
His efficiency is horrible.
Kyle Kuzma, the best player on the team. Kyle Kuzma on that. He looking for a big payday.
And Jordan Poole has been unplayable in the fourth quarter. Yeah. He's averaging 16 a game this year and has been virtually unplayable in the fourth quarter.
And he don't play defense neither.
Hell no. Traffic cone. He's a traffic cone.
Traffic cone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's terrible, dog.
Moving on to the Charlotte Hornets. F.
Oh, yes.
Another team that gets an F grade from me because it's so much better that you could be. You have LaMelo, and that's it.
He hurt all the time, though.
I got to give him a D.
You give him a D?
Brandon Miller coming along, bro.
Brandon Miller. Yeah. Okay.
He hooping. And LaMelo missed a lot of time. LaMelo was
hurt. I still had to get him an F, though, because it shouldn't – I can't give you – and like I told them the other week, I can't give a team credit on a draft pick by picking the best available. That's not. I can't give you credit for that.
But still, they could have messed that pickup. Everybody was like,
"Oh, they got Scoot."
They could have been like, "Oh, everybody was mad because they was like, oh, why didn't y'all get Scoot?"
But even then, Scoot is still doing his thing though. So
Scoot is not that good in my opinion.
Than Brandon Miller.
I know Scoot's not doing. No. I'm saying Scoot's not doing better than Brandon Miller. I would give y'all that, but that's a can't miss pick because you know what I'm saying. You remember how I told y'all the other day, I can't give teams credit for picking players that are can't miss. I can't give you credit for that. The Brandon Miller was a can't miss pick. Brandon Miller.
I mean, there's been a lot of can't miss picks that missed though.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, you had to pick Brandon Miller there because you pick anything else, you're gonna look crazy.
Bro, they was gonna pick Scoot. They had the issue. Everybody when they picked Miller, they was booing. They wanted Scoot.
So mad.
Yeah,
and I'm hearing Charlotte. I can tell you, people wanted him Alabama.
I seen a lot of Brandon Miller, seeing him live. Dog, I knew all he got to do, and he just not warming up mid-season. But just wait, he gonna go off. I know they out of playoff contention. They ain't going nowhere, but he finna light it up. Just keep watching him. LaMelo been hurt, and Miles Bridges came back late.
Sometimes do y'all ever feel like Charlotte's medical staff is trash? Y'all ever feel like that? Because to me, LaMelo had never had a history of injury until he got to the league and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a different thing, but he played professional overseas and was able to stay.
I hate to say this, bro. I hate to say it. The Ball brothers are injury prone, and I blame LeVar. I blame LeVar.
Yeah, look at Lonzo. But that Lonzo thing, I'm not gonna lie though. I blame a lot of that on Chicago because some of that stuff, even Chicago, they fired their medical guy because of that. Because it was a lot of stuff that they missed. Because with that knee, they missed something in that knee, and they tried to hurry up and they whole goal is to get the player back on the court. Sometimes it's not about their well-being.
And they
kind of missed on that one. So yes, they are a little bit injury prone, but at the same time, somebody in the medical staff got fired. So they obviously noticed it was something that wasn't right that was supposed to be there.
His ankles too.
Deep in that though. When it comes to Lonzo, because I don't know if y'all remember, but when he played in LA, he used to play in them the BBB shoes.
Yep.
Yeah, the smaller brand.
He even admitted they weren't ready, and I feel like that also. I ain't gonna say they caused everything, but that contributed.
You think that could have been one of the things that started his injury history?
That's why I blame LeVar.
I mean, I feel like that had a lot to do with it, though, because he said from there he said that he been having nonstop leg injuries since then. Started with the feet, and it was the ankles, then now it's up to the knees. So.
Yeah, once you mess up one thing in your leg, is just everything just starts.
Chain reaction.
Yeah,
you don't take the right time.
All the nerves and everything's connected.
And I hope LaMelo don't have injuries every year. I hope he can overcome because he's still a young player. He's gonna be an all-star too. He's an all-star level player if he can stay healthy.
Because he's only 22, 21?
Maybe about 23.
21, 22. No, he young. He real young.
Yeah. But yeah. But moving on, it's finna get a lot more interesting. The Toronto Raptors. I can confidently give the Toronto Raptors the first decent grade. I can give them a B- strictly off the fact of they did what a lot of these teams should do, and they decided to finally blow it up, capitalize on their assets, go fully young and embrace the young core, and now they're going to try and build through the draft knowing that they have a very competent front office. I can give you a B- for that, and you still are managing to be in playoff contention whilst in the middle of a rebuild.
Yeah. I got C. I say C, but I feel you though. You made some valid points. They did trade Siakam and OG. Got some young players. Got some Toronto players. RJ Barrett over there. I don't know, man. They missing some. They still missing some, but like you say, they rebuilding and they still in contention for the play-in. So you made a good point.
Yeah, that's a W for them. Yeah. They started they rebuild and still in playoff contention.
Yeah, and they're gonna get some good draft picks off of what they got because they're gonna be able to keep flipping and making stuff better, as well as being able to grow this young core together. Because RJ Barrett was looked at as a liability for a long time, but for him to get over here and be balling, all credit to him.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's at home. He's from Canada, so
he feeling it. Fed, what would you grade these boys at, man? I don't think I got a grade from you and Dave. We kind of just talked into it. What you think?
I give them a C+. Cause like they, for one, I don't think people understand how like being in the middle of a full rebuild and still managing to win some games, even still be in the picture. That's tough. Like everybody can't do that. So I give them C+. And they also still from them trades they're getting picks too. So they setting themselves up for the future. I feel like they really finna go all in on trying to build around Scottie now.
And I like what that coach says. Scott is a future face of the league. If your coach believes in you like that, then you're gonna go to war for that man that believes in you like that in year 2. What you think, Dave? What you get these guys? I don't remember if you said yours or not. You might have.
I put in some input, but I'm gonna get them a C+ just because they finally decided to blow it up. You got great young players. You got Quickly. You got RJ Barrett, who's hooping now, which I wasn't even a big fan of him when he was in New York, but I just feel like he's one of those guys that needed a change of scenery. Especially he back at home, he hooping in front of his family and friends. That give you a little extra motivation. So just off of that, and they got some decent picks. I had to give them a C+. And it's hard to rebuild mid-season too.
Yep. Moving on to the 11-seeded Brooklyn Nets, D+. Stop. If we're gonna touch on this a little bit more later. If this report turns out to be true, that you all turned down 6 combined first-round picks for Dorian Finney-Smith and Mikal Bridges just to sit here and be an 11 seed, that's a D+. Because you're not gonna win if you make it to like last year. They traded everybody and got gentlemen swept by the Sixers in the playoffs last year. So until I see some kind of movement or some kind of change, you will be a D+ team to me.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna go with F. Because the reason why I'm giving them an F is because I feel like they're holding Mikal Bridges hostage. If you guys aren't contending and you don't have the other players around them, to be a contended team, why are you holding him hostage? The only thing you're gonna do is, decrease his value because he's only gonna get older. He's 28. And once players hit 30, they start declining. So I just feel like there's no reason for him to be on that team. So his value right now is probably the highest it's ever going to get. I feel like he's going to turn into that Dame situation. Like, Mikal Bridges isn't as good as Dame, But by the time the Nets trade him, what they're gonna get isn't gonna be what they want. So I'm gonna give him an F just off that.
And you know why?
Happened with Anunoby though.
Yeah, exactly. But the Knicks got something
They
good.
still,
for
they still
him,
got
though.
some decent.
I mean, not
for
the
sure.
Knicks, the Raptors. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they still.
Yeah,
way more though. It could have been way more.
And you know, initially at that Anunoby trade, that looked like a fleece because we didn't know how good RJ was gonna be.
Mhm.
And now it's looking more even because RJ has actually been hooping. So
Yeah.
all of us gonna think, you know, that's just us though. You know, it's looking a lot more even because he
Yeah.
out here hooping. But you know,
At first, I was like, "Yo, the Knicks fleeced the Raptors," but after seeing these guys on their new team now, it's more of an even trade.
JB, what you thinking, man?
About Brooklyn, Mikal Bridges, he ain't worth all that, man. But they trying to do this. What they trying to do because they traded KD for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a part of the KD trade. They got Cam Johnson in. So out, like you say, man, y'all 11 seed, y'all not really competing for anything, holding this man hostage. But you got all that talent over there. Then what are you doing with Ben Simmons? What the hell are they doing with Ben Simmons?
I feel like
I don't
Ben was a tricky
understand.
one, though. That's a tricky.
Yeah, because he's
I
been
like
a little
that,
bit
man.
injured too. But when he has played, he looks pretty good.
He
I
just
I
can't
like
get
that
him.
Ben though.
I'm gonna give him an F too, bro. I can't. I ain't got nothing for them, bro.
And you know what kind of bothers me a bit about that Mikal Bridges thing? It sometimes it feels like they're trying to justify getting him for KD by keeping him there
Yeah.
rather than moving while the iron is hot. But Fed, what you got?
Yep.
I'm just gonna go D-. He really ain't much to say with that one. I mean,
Mhm.
I feel like just more than Mikal Bridges though. I feel like they holding the team hostage right now. They got so many tradable assets. They just not moving them.
Yeah.
They could have been made some moves.
Yeah, didn't
Yeah, I
somebody
mean,
just
playing for
offer
them.
for like 4 picks for Mikal?
Yeah, I think it was something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
offer 4 for Mikal and 2 for Dodo.
Yeah, like, bro, what in what world are you gonna trade Dorian Finney-Smith for
You
2 picks?
not
I would
accept
if I'm
that.
the GM, I'm
I
jumping
mean,
on that.
I'm not
instantly.
gonna lie, I'm jumping on that too.
For sure.
I'm
Like,
on, like
yeah,
that's
oh,
something
no,
I have
come
to
on,
jump
yeah.
on. If you give me 2 first, I'm jumping because he's gonna be a valuable asset to a keyword contender.
But
It's not gonna be a valuable asset
even
to
then,
a.
but two picks is crazy.
It might be a little crazy,
I'll do 1 first, but
I would
2.
still. Oh my! I've seen that trade. I'm taking it.
but it's gonna be
2 seconds,
protected though.
2 seconds.
It's gonna be protected though. But moving on, we got the Atlanta Hawks, and Atlanta Hawks should end the play-in, middle of the pack. I give you a D because I think my beef with the Hawks is more front office wise. I think the Hawks suffer from that consistency thing because no offense, you know what you're gonna get out of Trae Young already. And why aren't you trying to work if he's your guy? Why aren't you working towards Trae Young's strong suits
Mm-hmm.
if he's your guy? Stop changing coaches, buckle down, commit to one coach, give him a few years to fall on his face before you get rid of him. But I don't think this is it because it's too much inconsistency in that front office. You say you want to feed or build around Trae. Why did you let Kevon Huerter go? Why did you let Bogdanovich? I think didn't they have Bogdanovich too? I think.
Yeah,
They
Why did
still
you let?
got him.
they got rid of Kevin Huerter because he's on the Kings now.
They
Yeah.
still got
I keep forgetting it's two Bogdanovich.
Yes, too.
Why are you not giving Cam Reddish PT when he's there? Why do you have Sharif Cooper riding away in the G? Like it's so many moves you could make, and Sharif Cooper is like baby Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much stuff you could do to make yourself better than what you really are, and you continue to live in mediocrity. And I feel like if you're not gonna do nothing with him, let Trae Young go. Maximize
Let him
his
come to
value
LA.
and trade him.
Let him come to LA. We could put Trae Young, and Trae Young could be a he could be a Hollywood celebrity if he come to LA.
He really could. He really could.
Yeah.
But they get a D plus from him.
like sponsors and stuff he'll get. Like, man,
Hell
just being
yeah.
in LA, he gonna make some money, man. Especially if you
Just
do
being
it.
and in Atlanta, all he doing is hanging with the rappers, with Quavo and them Ice Trader Gang. He ain't doing nothing else.
and
and putting on highlights. Yeah. But
Well,
anyway, the Hawks.
what you got, Jay?
I ain't mean to cut y'all, Big J, but the Hawks.
All right,
It
good.
seems like they've been in trade. They've been in like trade discussions all season with Capella, with Murray, and they ain't made no moves. They've been talking to the Lakers. They don't want D'Lo. but they want all draft picks. They want assets, but don't want to take D'Lo.
And that's stupid to me because why are you trading D'Lo for DeJounte if you're the Hawks? Because they're doing the same thing. Of course, DeJounte will fit Lakers better because y'all are missing defense from the guard spot. But if you're the Hawks and you're in discussion with the Lakers, you know they're going to want to give you D'Lo. Why are you entertaining it if you know D'Lo is not what you want on the table and you're not doing good to get a third team involved? It just doesn't make any sense.
They got a front office problem, bro.
Definitely.
I'm telling you.
They got talent. They got a front office problem.
What you give them, though, JB? I don't know if you said it or not, because I think at that point you
I'm going to give them a C, bro. I'm going to give them a C. Because I may be prisoner of the moment because they've been playing good ball lately, but it's the front office problems for me. And they're 10 seed.
Yeah. Fed Dave, make some sense of this for me.
I'll go C-. I want to go C, but I'll go C-. Give them like that. Right below middle of the pack, I'll give them that. Because they ain't really, I don't know. It seems like they're not real aggressive. Like, they're not. If y'all got somebody like Trey, and y'all see what he's been doing every year, like, why not? If you know he your guy, come on now. Y'all can't just keep letting year after year go by. Y'all 9 seed, 8 seed. Come on, man. None of them want that. Promise you they don't.
Yeah,
Dave, what you got?
I'm gonna go C-. Like I was saying, they have a front office issue, especially with coach. They can't pick a coach. I feel like they should have stuck with who was their coach that year they went to the conference finals? Nate McMillan, right?
They
should have stuck with him. He was a good coach.
Trey got him fired though.
Yeah,
Trey got him fired. Trey didn't want to practice, and that's what happened with that.
Yeah, like I think he's genuinely a good coach, and they should have kept him. He took y'all to the conference finals after they fired their coach midseason. And, he came in, took over, and you see what happened. So, and then also, I feel like their front office is either too aggressive or just doesn't do anything.
Not aggressive enough.
They're quick to trade away players, but then it's like you're not adding any value.
They're not adding.
They got rid of John
back.
Collins. What did they replace him with?
Nothing.
Exactly. They gave up Kevin Huerter, who was a 40% 3-point shooter, for what?
Me again.
Yeah, so
right. You could have had him and Bogdanovic.
Yeah, like that. Those are the type of players that Trey needs to be around. That don't really need the ball, but just let Trey make all the plays. It's like y'all know what type of players Trey needs around him to succeed, and y'all not giving him those types of players.
Yep. Now my next team, Chicago Bulls. Now I'm not gonna lie, my grade for the Bulls is gonna come in future tense. So please forgive me if it sounds stupid today. And if I need to print a retract next week, I will. If the rumors are true, with the true rumors, I give the Bulls a B. But if the rumors aren't true, then they're a C team to me.
What rumor are you talking
What
about?
rumor?
Moving DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
For what?
I don't know, but they were in talks with Philly for moving DeMar DeRozan since Embiid has went down.
Okay.
And the reason, and they've also been in a lot of talks for Caruso and before he got hurt, Levine and Andre Drummond. So the reason I say this is because their young guys look phenomenal. Patrick Williams, Dalen Terry, and Kobe White all look very well. Even though I wish Dalen Terry would get a few more minutes because to show more of what he can do, but they've been looking pretty good. They've looking solid. Kobe White is finally turned into that player you want, and I feel like they got a great future ahead of themselves. Zach is still an inefficient shot chucker, and you still can get rid of Caruso and add some value, or if you want to keep him, it really don't matter. But I think the issue with me and the Chicago Bulls is you need to decide what direction you're going to go in and fast because you're known for not developing talent very well. Mm-hmm. Right. But you have all this young talent who's going to be good over the next 2 years if you let them mesh together. So I think you need to commit in one direction or the other. You're a play-in team with your best player right now being Kobe White, but you can still move on from DeMar DeRozan. All your guys that you got young, you got Ayo Dosunmu who's doing pretty good. He's 24. You've got Julian Phillips, who could be way better. He's 20. You got Dalen Terry, who can be a nice piece to a team like this if you let them grow together, who's 21. Kobe White, even though he's been in the league a few years, he's still only 23. Patrick Williams, 22. And if you want to go even further, Lonzo is still only 26 if you can get him back. So it's like you're in the position to where you make one or two moves, and, man, it's a whole different team. It's a whole different organization. So if they do decide to make moves on these players, my grade will stay at a B no matter what they get back, because anything is better than what they got now, especially if they're going all in on Young. But if they don't make a move, it's a C.
I guess.
That's solid. Okay.
Who gonna go first?
We can mix it up. Dave, you the Chicago kid. What you got?
Yeah. Somebody in chat said they need a real big man. I definitely agree.
Yeah, that's my homie Jay. He from Chicago too.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Vucevic. I don't think he's not one of those centers that scare me. If we talking about centers that scare me, like Embiid, Jokic, those kind of guys, Vucevic don't put no fear in my heart.
And for a team like that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you go. You can say what you got to say real quick.
For a team like that, and I'm in love with this guy, Dave, I think a Jared Allen would be great for a team like that because his contract to value is so great. He's a one-time All-Star who could be another All-Star, especially putting them next to the right pieces for $20 million a year.
Yeah, that's a steal.
That's a steal. But go ahead, Dave.
So, like you were saying, I wanted to agree with the if, right? So you can't really grade them today because there's a lot of hypotheticals. So let's say they do move DeRozan, they move LaVine when he's healthy. I think, honestly, and they already have a ton of young talent, it can potentially be an A, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on if they make these moves instead of just waiting around. It's trying to contend, like fake contend, really. It's like middle of the pack.
And if you could stay around the play-in mark, I think that's always going to be a benefit to you because it gives these. I feel like the biggest crutch to any young team, and I told y'all this is what the Grizzlies fell victim to. Young teams know how to win all day, but they never learn how to lose, and that's why I feel like certain players hit better than others for me. Because, like I was telling y'all the other week, LaMelo Ball played pro for a long time. Player who knows how to lose. When you get these young guys and they get their behind whooped, they know what to do when they get in these situations, and they know how to take it serious and make the next step. So making the play-in with a team like this is great to me because it gives you some time to learn how to lose and learn each other.
And there's no crazy expectations as well.
Exactly. Their expectations will be low for the next 2 to 3 seasons with no problem. But JB, what you got, man?
Unless Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen coming through that door with Phil Jackson, they not winning no time soon. Nope. I don't give a damn what they do. I don't care what they do. Listen, if they're gonna be in full rebuild mode, Zach LaVine out for the season, so you can't trade him. He hurt. Damaged goods. So you're gonna have to go on through this season. If you can get what you can get for DeRozan, that's fine. Vucevic, they're gonna have to get rid of. I think he's making a lot of money though. So they're gonna have to bust this team up. They should have did it last year. They're gonna have to go and bust it up and rebuild with them young players. Kind of do what Toronto just did, but they can't do it right now because Zach LaVine, you can't trade him. He's making about to be $50 million. Who gonna want that? They tried it. They tried. I'm glad the Lakers didn't make the trade because that would have hurt so bad. This man having surgery. We done made this trade, and he can't play for the rest of the season. So the Bulls, I can't give them nothing. I got to give them probably like a D, man, because them young players ain't winning you nothing, bro. Yeah. And the old heads you got ain't enough to compete.
Phil, what you thinking, man?
I might give them that right in the mid tier. I might give them a C because it just seems like they got assets, pieces, players, whatever you want, they got it. But they just, I don't know. It's like just a big confusion over there. Like they don't know what direction they really want to go in, So I feel like it is a lot of hypotheticals with their team though, because when you brought up Lonzo, that's a big if. If they would have had Lonzo, they probably would never trade any other people. Let's be real. But that's like, I don't know. I feel like a healthy Lonzo could help out almost any team. But
In the 1 year that they all played together, they were amazing.
they were.
And now that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Now that we've got the teams with the most question marks, we're in towards the playoff teams. So let's go ahead and quicken this pace up a little bit. Kind of go grades. We can start. It's a few teams who I know. I'm pretty sure the Pacers and Magic will probably have some decent discussion from us. But I think everybody else we can kind of grade and go because we know what to expect because we're getting into contenders. At 8, Miami Heat. I give us a B minus strictly off the fact that we were able to finally make a move and get Kyle Lowry away from the team. And now we're able to mesh with somebody younger who is better. And we made the finals last year missing 20, 25 points a game. And now we got those back plus some. So I give us a B minus.
Yeah, you know what I'm giving y'all. I'm giving y'all an F.
Okay.
No, let me stop. No, but for, on the real note, I'm gonna give y'all a B. Y'all really a playoff team, so the regular season don't bother me.
Baby, what you think?
I just watch y'all lose to the Clippers, so bro, I'm just saying. This ain't got nothing to do with the grade. Ain't got nothing to do with the grade. C plus, because y'all. I mean, come on, bro. Okay, y'all Rozier, hero bad, but I don't know. I don't see y'all winning nothing, so C plus.
Hey, we said it last year.
I'm sorry, bro. I just don't see it. I'm being 100.
Phil, what you got?
I go B minus. I was stuck on that C plus B minus, but I go B minus. If you'd asked me before they made the trade, it might have been a C flat.
Yeah, definitely.
But I give a B minus right now. Because like Dave said, the playoffs, not playoffs, the regular season with this team don't mean nothing. It really don't. Because they could barely see what they did last year. Lost the first play-in game, some kind of way made it to the finals. Okay.
Yep.
So hey, know what they
next team, Orlando Magic, and this will be my first high grade. I give the Orlando Magic A minus because I don't think not many people had them expected to even be near the playoffs. And for them to be a half game out of the playoffs and not just the play-in, by all accounts, this is a successful season for Orlando, and I look forward to seeing the future from this team.
Facts.
Yeah. A minus.
Yeah, I agree. A minus.
And they can possibly make a trade and get even better. Yeah. They got some trades.
They got a lot of guards too.
They got Markelle Fultz, Suggs.
And I was gonna say, I think Jalen Suggs is the biggest difference maker this year because we did not know what we were gonna get off of Jalen Suggs, and for him to actually be given productive minutes, I think that just makes all the difference because we're getting a productive season out of Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, he's a great two-way guard.
Cole Anthony good too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cole Anthony. They got like 4
Cole
guards.
Anthony, he decent. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. Number 6, the Indiana Pacers. I give them an A+. This is an A+ season to me because you got your guy, you locked him up for some years. You're finally able to build around him. You got Pascal Siakam for little of nothing to strengthen up your front court. And I think this team is just only gonna get better. Now, I think it's an A for me. I think it'll be an A+ if they can re-sign Siakam. But as of right now, it's an A for me because no offense with Philly in that situation they have going on, I think it's inevitable that they're going to finish as a top 6 seed and make the playoffs and not be in the play-in. So, and they also have a chance to win Executive of the Year and everything else. So I can give them an A.
I see that.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna go A minus. I don't like to give this straight A because I mean they doing good. They doing some good work. The Siakam trade was a big dub. You got Halliburton locked in. I still think they probably should have moved Buddy Hield and got something for him because he's gonna be a free agent. But yeah, they got some good.
Too. He gonna want some money.
Yeah, he gonna want some money, so you're gonna lose him for nothing. But I mean, they doing enough to compete in the East, and I mean, they could possibly make a run. I ain't gonna say this year make a conference final, but they probably like next year or something like that. Next couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, what you thinking?
I'm gonna go B+. I wanted to say A-, but I'm gonna go B+. Cause these re-signees coming up, that's gonna make or break everything. That's gonna make or break everything with this team. If they're not able to re-sign the right pieces, it's gonna get real scary over there, man.
But I think the more they keep winning, the higher the chance are, and I think we're gonna see this team together for a minute. Dave, give us your grade, man. Let's see what you got
for the Pacers. I'm gonna get them an A because one, just based off of the Tyrese Halliburton trade, which I know that happened a couple of seasons ago, but nobody expected him to be that good. And then their willingness to, you know, make moves quick. Like they made that Siakam move quick, and then they also got Obi Toppin this season too. Players that could benefit being around Tyrese. I just feel like that's the type of front office that a young star needs to be around. So just off of that, I'm gonna get them an A.
Yep, and they quickly went and proved that they have a confident front office.
Yep.
Now, at 5, the Philadelphia 76ers, and I grade them off of when they still had Joel Embiid, and I give you all a B. And that B is because y'all were in the same spot y'all were at last year. But the biggest beacon of hope that you have is that you now have another 26 point per game score. And Embiid going down may be a blessing in disguise for you all, strictly because now you're going to make more moves, see how good you are without him. And I think that we may be coming to the end of the Joel Embiid and Philadelphia era. I said y'all should have got rid of him last year. Y'all looked at me like I was crazy. And now that y'all had a season where y'all might have been able to make some noise, and now he's hurt again. So I give you all a B because I feel like the biggest benefit for this season was seeing what you truly had in Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dave, you go ahead. You the Sixers fan.
Oh, man, not even trying to be biased. I'm going to give us an A. Just because, one, we brought in a new head coach. We went from Doc Rivers making no adjustments to one of the best coaches in the league, and Nick Nurse. He completely revamped our offense. We got some good role players. We got D'Anthony Melton. We got Kelly Oubre, who's, who can give us 20 a game. We finally unlocked, Tyrese Maxey's a part of his potential. He's putting up almost 30 a game. So just off of all that. And then look, hear me out. Embiid got better. I think right now he still has more points than minutes played. That's absolutely absurd. The last person, who the last person to do that was?
We know who the last
Chamberlain.
person But you're crazy giving y'all an A, and you don't even know. And no offense, you don't even know where y'all gonna finish. Y'all could easily be a play-in team tomorrow, and you don't know what's gonna happen. That A is a bit of a stretch.
But look, we're doing this based on when we had Embiid, right?
I know, but that's still a bit of a stretch because y'all was still a 3 seed even with this historical season, and that's where you finished last year. Yeah, that's why I have to go off of. I mean, I'm not trying to get you to change it, but that's what I'm having to go off of. But JB, what you
got? I got B plus, man. I mean, you're right. They're in the same position with Embiid. Embiid is playing better when he was healthy. He was playing better. Maxey is unlocked. He's balling out of control. But you said something about trading Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell you gonna get for Embiid? Who you gonna trade Embiid for?
Now, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I told them last year to get a 3-team deal, and I think they would have ended up with Zion and a boatload of picks.
Zion?
Hey, I don't want Zion, bro.
Man, get out of here, Come on, bro. No. Hell no. Zion for Embiid.
I'm telling you. It wouldn't have been straight. They would have got.
You work in the front office, you would get fired if you make that.
Hey, I wouldn't have got fired because Zion them is still a higher seed. And
come on, Big J. Come on, now.
Come on, man. I have to. It's only so many players who can get traded for Embiid, and it's not going to be a 1-and-1. So I think you still end up getting Zion and a few other players. I think you end up getting Zion, Jordan Hawkins, and probably Herb Jones, and then you looking at this team completely differently after that. This is a whole.
You gotta get Zion and BI. You gotta get BI too.
I don't think you're gonna get BI. I think they still gonna hold McCollum, Ingram, and Zion together. But if you really look at it, getting Herb Jones, I just forgot his first name. Jordan Hawkins and Zion, I don't think that's not a bad move. In my opinion, that's not a bad move.
I disagree, brother. But the only player you can trade Embiid for is Jokic. You trade Jokic for Embiid. It ain't that many players you can trade for Embiid, bro. Or Giannis. Or AD.
Say what you got, man. Just about to cuss me out over here.
I'm just telling them, come on, bro. You said Zion, and you know, come on, bro.
I give him a B plus. I can't really go higher than that right now. I need to see, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they move without Embiid though. It's gonna be interesting, and to see if Embiid come back, end of the season type thing. Because if he can do that, then that might change the flow of the team. Because he always seems to be hurt when it comes playoffs. So that might help out.
Yep.
I don't know. So we're gonna see.
And let's go ahead and get some quick hitters for the final 4 teams. New York Knicks get an A from me because they moved on from RJ Barrett and ended up with OG Anunoby, the player who we thought they could, and they have been one of the hottest teams in basketball since the year has started.
I'm giving them an A+.
And I think when Julius Randle gets back, they're going to be significantly better because that team is better with him than without.
I give him an A-. I mean, they won 9 straight until the Lakers whooped them last night.
Yeah, I had to go and tell them real quick.
Yeah, we had to go and put foots in them. But I just don't know, bro. I mean, contender by the ranking, by standards, they are contender. But talk about them being an actual contender, I'm not sure. But
I think we're a year away. I think we're a year or two away from that. What you got, Fed?
Okay.
I'll probably go A-. Yeah. I really like they going for more like whenever they did make that trade, they was going more for fit. And I love when teams go for fit instead of just trying to get a star just because. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and they didn't have to give up a crazy load. But either way it go, like both teams, I feel like won in that situation. So it worked out.
Yep. Moving on, Cleveland Cavaliers. I give them another A because they have a lot of injuries right now, and they got a lot of young guys over there who can really ball. I do think before the end of this season, or I do think before the deadline that they make a move, and I do think in the coming over the offseason, they do try and move on from Donovan Mitchell. No matter what kind of success you have, I do think I see them moving on from them, and just because of that young core, I can justify giving them an A because they're a 3 seed and they've been missing Darius Garland for a majority of the season. And they also addressed a lot of their needs. They drafted Imani Bates. He's been doing this thing. I think he's going to eventually come up and make some moves. Isaac Okoro's been doing pretty well for them this season, as well as they were able to get Max Strus. So they addressed a lot of their issues this season.
Okay.
But
they got some depth. They got some depth.
I'm sorry, JB. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. I'm saying, yeah, that you right. They did, they made some moves, got some depth on the team. But if they want to get rid of Donovan Mitchell, they can trade him right now. We'll give them D'Lo, Rui, and 2 first. We can make the move today.
Hey, yeah, the Lakers got a lot of assets.
Yeah, come on.
Let's just go quick
here.
I think
it'll be a good trade.
I think it'll be pretty well. I don't think they want D'Lo though. I don't think they want.
Yeah, D'Lo, Rui.
They don't want D'Lo. I could probably keep him.
Hey, they get 2 first.
They probably take Gabe.
But no, for real, bro. Did you hear the rumor about in the summer, Lakers trying to get him or Trey? Because we can trade 3 first-round picks in the summer.
I believe it.
Yeah, so I believe they're gonna try to make a home run to keep LeBron. But we can talk about that later. I give them an A-.
Let me get grades, Fed Dave. Let's get these grades.
I'll give them a B+. They moved in the right direction, I feel like. But my question is, I've always wondered why every time Cleveland get a big star, he want to go. He want out.
Because it's Cleveland.
I don't want to hear that.
And no one wants to be in Cleveland.
No, because I guarantee you, if you send them over there to Milwaukee, get what they doing. They win and get what they gonna do. I'm happy.
No one wants to.
I'm good.
And two of the top 3 seeds in the East, no one wants to be there to play. You're just gonna be there.
Right. That means focus on the ball. You don't need to worry about these distractions, man. Bump all that.
You know what, Dave? What you got for me?
I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm giving him a B+.
All right, let's go ahead and get the Bucks and Celtics really quickly. For the Bucks, I have to give the Bucks a B because it's a huge question mark. Getting rid of your coach. I don't know how this Doc Rivers thing is going to turn out for you all, as well as I don't think Dame is fully locked in this season because he also, like I saw on Twitter earlier, he also has a lot going on in his personal life. So I think that is a big reason for the fall off. They're still holding it together because Giannis is doing Giannis things, but I can't go any higher than a B right now.
I do the same exact grade though. That's exactly what I was gonna say. A B. Can't go no higher than that. Can't.
I'm gonna go off what y'all said. I'm gonna keep it quick though. I gotta give them a B plus. Like, yeah, they got some stuff going on right now, but they traded for Dame, the guy who we thought would never get traded. So I gotta give them a little boost for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I give them a B minus because they lost a lot defensively. They got Dame, but then you traded Drew, and then Drew went to the Celtics, and look at the Celtics. Plus, you fired your coach when you was 30-13. You got Doc Rivers mid-season. Doc Rivers is not gonna take y'all to the finals mid-season. So, I mean, this year you can compete, but can you win? That's a big question mark. So B minus.
Chalk this one up to experience.
Yeah, making a move like that for your coach mid-season, that's
a winning coach.
Exactly, that's a tough move to make.
Yeah.
And
now moving on to the 1-seeded Boston Celtics, they are my only A plus because Brad Stevens is a genius, and a lot of teams did this season, ran it back with the exact same roster. And Brad Stevens said, "Bump that, we not running it back with the exact same roster. We are going to make some moves and try and get better." And I don't know how you are the 1 seed last year, but have made visible leaps and bounds within the last season and got significantly better. A plus for the Boston Celtics. We were talking about this the other day. They could lose 4 games tomorrow and still be the 1 seed, baby.
Yep. They do got a gap.
A plus.
They do got a gap.
A plus. Boston going to the finals, in my opinion, unless something drastically happens, somebody get hurt. I think they going to the finals straight up. So A plus.
Yeah,
Dave, what y'all got?
To be my first A plus too. I ain't gonna lie. It's like you can't be upset with any of the moves they made because they all show dividends quick. I'm talking about like that. Like, so I can't be mad at none of it without having to give up nothing major, really. Like, you don't have to break up your core or nothing, so you good.
They got great value.
But who cares about that? I don't care about
that. Dave, what you think?
A plus.
Definitely. Well, with that being said, folks, I think we're going to tap out on this first half of our mid-season grading, but I will get with the guys, and we're going to try and get part 2 out as soon as we can as far as the mid-season grading, especially before the trade deadline comes on Tuesday. So I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. When is the 8th?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursday.
So we definitely will try and get that back out for you all. And, man, we appreciate it. And, man, JB, we hope you can come back for part 2, man. You got to close it out with us, man.
I got to. We ain't talk about my Lakers. So you
got to close it out with us, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Week, man.
The West is going to be interesting, though. I ain't going to hold
The West is going to be hectic. I'm hoping we can hit them back-to-back. But, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. This is our first live show, man. It was a lot going on, but I think we were able to kind of hold it together. We got a little bit of interaction. We hope that we can continue to grow. Man, if y'all haven't, follow us on socials on Twitter at The Lounge Pod TV. Man, make sure y'all hit up my boy, Mr. JB, on Twitter at young_ENT on Twitter. And please check out that pod, Sports Talking with JB, man. Hopefully we can get something good, man. Hopefully we got something with it. We're going to make sure we drop his links down below, man. JB, for your first time on the lounge, man, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. I feel like we could keep going on and on, but, you know, we got time restriction and all. And, yeah, man, you got some wild takes, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But I like it, though. That's why I know, because you know, when we see each other, we going to go at it. So I had to jump in here with you.
I'm telling you.
Y'all, boy, y'all do a great job, too, man. I say that.
Yeah. I feel like everybody did their homework, and this was perfect, man. But, Dave, man, we appreciate you. Our executive producer, Dave, what you got, man? Any final words, remarks?
Man, I'm excited for part 2. We definitely enjoyed having you. JB, we hope you come back.
Appreciate it. I'm definitely be back, bro.
Hey, what you got, baby? Coming over there from the other side.
Man, I wish we could start part 2 right now. I'm ready. But yeah, great show, man. I stay locked in so I can get ready. I'm ready for the next thing. I'm ready.
I'm already knowing. But, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And that has been another episode of The Lounge. And we out of here, baby. Peace. We good, Dave?